we're back. I'm glad to be back. My first guest has appeared in numerous films, including Mercury Rising and The Hunt for Red October. And you can see him this weekend when he hosts Saturday Night Live. Please welcome Alec Baldwin.
Beautiful. Imagine if you had no music. That'd be kind of creepy, wouldn't it?
Especially if you had been dancing there and
particularly if I had been
there was no music.
There was no music.
That would mean you were insane.
Yeah.
How are you?
I'm good.
You know, it's
the thing that you do, if they made it, the machine, you feed that it. Do you actually feed it actual DNA material of the DNA material of the people?
Yes, we get DNA
of their hair and their skin in there,
or something else. Yeah, we get stuff, and we
the modern equation.
Usually it's old Q-tips that we trash pick.
That's where you get the best stuff.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
You know, I'm worried about you, first of all, because I find out, I've known you for a long time. I used to work for you back in the Saturday Night Live days when I was a writer there.
Yeah.
And you were very cruel to me. Shoes on the other foot
now. Come a long way.
But I'm worried about you because I heard that you had a near-death experience, which is scary.
I did. I just got back from a trip. I went to Africa. My wife was making a movie in Africa. We were in South Africa in the bush, very remote for 3 months. And then we went to Italy for a month. And, you can't, sometimes you can't get the paper. You don't get the television. The power goes out. You can't get on the internet. And I was in a plane crash. It was a minor. It was kind of the aviation.
There's no such thing as a minor plane crash.
Hey, that's how I feel about it. But the people I was with said this was the aviation equivalent of like a fender bender. But
what physically happened to the plane?
We were flying the plane, and when you come in on an airstrip that you haven't landed on before in a small aircraft, they do a pass. And the guy does a pass, the South African pilot, and he says, "Oh, the light is on, indicating that the landing gear has not come down. But we've had this problem before." So, and I'm thinking, you put me in the plane that you had the landing gear problem?
Right,
That's the plane you leased me?
Right.
Because we leased this plane. And so he says, "We'll take a pass." We take a pass, we come down. He goes, "I think the landing gear is there. And we'll touch down and see if we can feel it underneath us, underneath the carriage." And so we go down and we start to land, and the wheels are there. And the wheels collapse. And the plane goes down the runway, over the runway, down this hill. And like for 1 second, 2 seconds, I thought, I'm going to die in a plane. Wow, I never figured on that at all.
Right. Why did you become a pirate during that moment?
Because all of my many lives started shuffling through. It was like a CD shuffle of my souls was just kind of going. I was sitting there going, "Oh no! I never figured on that at all. What could this possibly be?" So it was like echoes and baffles and everything. Yeah. Anyway,
that's amazing. I didn't know that happened to one, but I'm looking forward to it. Okay.
Take my word for it. It does indeed happen. There's a kind of a soul echo baffle thing, and then we crashed the plane.
And were you bouncing around?
In bushes. Well, no, the plane, he cut the wheel so we wouldn't go down the hill and into these big rock outcroppings and stuff. So he cuts the wheel, we had one wheel, into trees. He deliberately crashed the trees into the plane into the trees and bushes.
Good pilot. He
was actually. Yeah.
I know how to help us. I'll steer towards the trees.
He saved our lives probably, And then he crashed the plane, and as we're crashing into the trees, I kind of braced myself. I'm thinking, which tree now is it that's going to go into my skull? I'm trying to meet that tree and kind of greet that tree before I'm wearing it, And we crashed the plane, and we got out of the plane, and everybody, was just kind of elated. It was kind of euphoric. We're all like, You haven't changed a bit, Conan.
That brings me right back. Write me another sketch, boy. I could tell them things. And so that's what you think about, You think about, in that moment,
You think about death is what you think about. Yeah, you're thinking about death.
Yeah.
Thinking, I'm going to die. And then we got out of the plane, and we laughed. And then the guy says, I said, I want to get we have to fly out of there because it was an 8-hour drive home. So we got to fly. So the guy who was the pilot calls the aviation company, and he said, well, Mr. So-and-so, Mr. Pinauer, said that he's not going to charge you for the charter for this flight. And I was like, you know, oh, fantastic. And I said, what about the flight, the other extra plane you've got to send? I mean, the plane the plane I paid for was smashed to pieces over there. You're going to send another plane? And he was like, oh, that plane is, you know, $20,000 for us to send the other plane. And I'm like, no, you don't get it. You know, you're going to send the other plane.
You're going to send a plane that really works.
You're going to send a really good plane down here to get me out of here.
Right.
And they flew us out of there, and I went home. And my wife was making this film, and they called her on the set. And I would have paid a lot of money to see my wife when she got that phone call.
Really?
Yeah, your husband was in a plane crash. Because when we left, Kim was like, you know, I don't want you flying on these planes, these small planes. Why?
You married Scarlett O'Hara.
Daisy May, actually.
Yeah. Was she fanning herself with a fan the whole time?
Goodness. Oh, my God, the vapors. So that's one of the lies that went through me as I was crashing.
Yeah.
Oh, the tree, the vapors.
We don't want to know about that. You know, I remembered you enjoy the good things in life. You like a good cigar. I remember you really do like cigars.
I do.
Is that your only vice?
I was thinking that when I crashed the plane, I was thinking, man, I'm in South Africa where you can get all these Cuban cigars. And like for one cracked second, I'm thinking, I won't get to smoke all those really great Romeos, you know? Because I'm smashing into the tree. But when we were down there, you get, there's no Cuban embargo there. You get really nice cigars there. And I got, of course, the minute you send me into an area where I can buy Cubans legally, I buy like 20 boxes, you know? I'm never going to smoke 20 boxes in the 2 months I'm there, so I buy like 20 boxes. I buy, you know, the guy sends me a bill for like $18,000 for cigars or some nonsense, you know?
Can't you just like take the Cuban bands off the cigars and like make a hat out of them and wear it back? I mean, isn't there? Oh, that's illegal. Oh, right.
I don't know.
Don't. That's yeah.
Well, I go through customs. When you go through customs, you got to claim something. You know what I mean?
Right.
I mean, you got to claim. So I claim things when I go. I claim what I claim everything that I buy.
Right.
And you go through customs, and it's weird, but cigars are, you know, part of this whole, I guess, for other people, too. They're part of this whole, you know, the indulgence and the vices, and everything is kind of about conspicuous consumption again in the 90s, which makes me wonder, I'm actually quite curious as to what are your vices? I mean, what's the thing that's getting all your money? What's your weakness? When you're at the cash register, what's your kryptonite that you can't resist? What is it, like expensive underwear? Is it chocolates? Is it...
On the first guess, you got it. That's amazing. Yeah. No, I'm actually, I don't like, you know, I'm not into cars. I'm not, first of all, we're not getting crazy money here. That was pretty obvious to people when they look at the show, you know. I finally bought that Ford Taurus I'd had my eye on.
That turntable's a little out of my range.
You're not kidding, so I don't know. I like, actually, my weakness is, truthfully, is I like guitars. I like to play the guitar, and I got a little, I like sort of nice vintage guitars from the 50s and 60s. You buy vintage guitars? Occasionally, yeah.
And
beachfront property.
Beachfront property.
No, you know what? You name it.
That was the best Mr. Howell I've ever heard you do, Andy.
No, you name it. I have a problem. I live well beyond my means.
Expensive underwear.
Well, Andy, no joke.
Underwear,
no joke, but Andy, this is no joke. If you want to know the real Andy, every day you come to work, you have like 2 shopping bags full of cool stuff that you bought. I mean, really cool gadgets.
Really cool stuff.
Yeah.
I like to say that I'm investing my money in consumer goods.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Jeff, I think are we out of time here? We can go a little on. We got a little more time because before we leave, I got to ask you, it's no secret that you're very political.
Yeah.
You're a very political person. It's no secret that you've actually had some associations with the Clintons.
Yes.
That you're a liberal man. And I thought, you know, today this is a historic day, and you're one of the most politically active, you know, actors out there right now. What do you think?
I just want to say this. I was in Africa. I go to Africa. I mean, ladies and gentlemen, I am in Africa.
Yeah.
For 3 months, I'm in the bush, and I come back here. I come back to what? I mean, what is happening right now as we speak? Right now, the Judiciary Committee, the president has an approval rating of 68%. I mean, the president's very popular. Things are going pretty good. And they're voting to impeach the president. They voted on 1 article of impeachment already. And I come back from Africa to stained dresses and cigars and this and impeachment. I'm thinking to myself, in other countries, they are laughing at us 24 hours a day. And I'm thinking to myself, if we were in other countries, we would all, right now, all of us together, would go down to Washington and we would stone Henry Hyde to death. We would stone him to death. Shut up! Shut up! No, shut up! I'm not finished. We would stone Henry Hyde to death, then we'd go to their homes and we'd kill their wives and their children. We'd kill their families. What is happening in this country? What is happening?
Okay, well, you're hosting Saturday Night Live this week. With,
That's pretty good.
for him, Andy.
Oh, sorry.
I'm sorry.
Here, you can have this.
I'm sorry.
Hosting Saturday Night Live this week with musical guests Luciano Pavarotti and Vanessa Williams. That is some show. And for my money, I got to say this all the time I was working there. You're one of the best Saturday Night Live hosters out there, so check out this show. Alec Baldwin, he feels things deeply. Go down to Brewster's coming up. We'll be right back.